That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning.
Wrong mic. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
That's what you get for moving.
I know. Well, I just wanted to be different today. That's okay, right? Can we be different today?
Just a little different.
Yeah, I don't want to sit over there.
Just a little different. Stand alone.
That's right. I stand alone. What song was that?
Inside I stand alone.
Yeah,
I forgot.
I can't remember either.
Where'd that
Charlotte
come from?
knows. I know
Was that
she does.
Metallica?
Maybe so.
Sounds like Metallica in my head, anyway.
Maybe so.
Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Marty. Hope you're having an awesome morning this morning. Marty Bell Federation on YouTube.
That's right.
Coffee's hitting strong this morning. It's the 128th day of 2026. Just 237 days left in this year, chat. Can you believe it? Just like that. Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Happy Friday. 15 minutes after 7 a.m. I want to give a big shout out to Chris Gibson of the Idabel Police Department.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So cool.
Big shout out. I asked him permission to talk to him, to
Okay.
talk about him on the
Okay.
show, because I didn't want it to be a big thing, you know. But no, Chris, he came over to jiu-jitsu last night, to Dale Gloria Jiu-Jitsu here in Broken Bow, and he took us up on our offer.
Yes.
Austin, the owner of Dale Gloria Jiu-Jitsu in Broken Bow, he heard our show, heard me talking about the challenge that had been put out in another town, talked about, any LEOs, any law enforcement officers that would like to come to our jiu-jitsu gym and attempt to handcuff one of our blue belts or higher. We will give you free months. And I believe it was up to like 5 or 6 months worth of free.
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah, it was matched by many businesses.
Yes.
But Chris showed up, man. He showed up, gave it his all, and he was tough.
I think that's cool.
Absolutely.
He was willing to do it.
Now, of course, he did have to go head-to-head against Clay.
I would have been like, nah.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Yeah, so I think that is honorable and respectable
Oh, I absolutely do too.
of Chris.
He showed up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he wanted to do it. So yeah, awesome, Chris.
And you
That
could
was
tell
awesome.
you could tell Chris wanted to test himself.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell when he walked in the door, you could tell it wasn't about his pride. It wasn't about him thinking he was tough or he got this. He just wanted to test himself.
And he learned something at the same time, which is super cool about that.
Yeah.
And it's just another way that, he can protect himself too, on the
Absolutely.
job when
Absolutely.
he learns. So I think it's cool that he didn't have that cockiness or whatever you want to call it. It's like, shoot, I'm here to learn.
I was talking to him after it was all over, and I was like, man, much respect for you just showing up, walking in the door. He goes, yeah, that was tough walking in the door because you never know what you're going to walk into. You feel like you're kind of walking into the lion's den, if you will.
Yeah.
But he said as soon as I walked in the door, I felt the vibe, and I knew I was cool.
Yeah.
I knew I was good.
That's awesome.
And I was glad to hear that because I like to think that we, as a gym, provide a good outlet for a good safe place, if you will. You know, there's not a lot of pride involved there. There's not a lot of egos running around. Just a bunch of guys and gals trying to get better.
Yeah, regardless of what people think, you guys think the jiu-jitsu community so much, but they don't act like that at all.
No.
They're very cool folks.
But once again, thank you to Chris Gibson of the Idabel Police Department who showed up to jiu-jitsu last night. And
I hope he comes back.
absolutely. He said he would. He said he was going to bring his wife, too.
Good.
Thought that was awesome. So,
Yes.
again, much respect over there. Now, we have a very special in-studio guest this morning. It is the one and only Dr. Lofton. Good morning, Doc.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing this morning?
Good. How are y'all?
You good?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
It's Friday.
I'm
Friday.
sore
It's
all
early.
over. Every muscle is sore. I've done 5 rounds of jiu-jitsu this week.
Wow.
2-a-days and everything.
I was going to say, you've been going twice a day on some days.
Yeah. So,
good.
yeah.
Good.
No, it's
I was feeling a little I went up on my kettlebells this week.
Oh, nice.
I can feel it.
Okay. All
That's
right.
good.
Where you at? What do you swing? What size kettlebell you swing?
I went up to it's the 24 kg, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So it's trying to do some lifts to failure, kind of shorter reps, and going to failure, reading some stuff on that. So.
Well, we've talked about this a little bit before, but for about 2 years now, starting in March, so 2 years in March, I hadn't lifted heavy. I just went to jiu-jitsu, and an older jiu-jitsu practitioner, a black belt, that I follow on Instagram, he talked about how, especially us older guys, we feel like we're getting all the work we need, and believe me, I'm sore every night. I'm tired, but if you don't get that progressive overload, you're still going to be losing a little muscle.
Yeah.
So after listening to that and paying attention, in March, again, early in March, I started lifting heavy again, and I can tell a difference night and day in my strength, in my endurance, everything. So even if in my situation I felt like that jiu-jitsu had to have been enough, I'm straining for an hour and a half, I'm going hard multiple times a week, it still wasn't enough to keep that muscle where I wanted it to be. So you definitely have to be putting that progressive overload in. Which, Doc, if you would, maybe explain a little bit about progressive overload for those that may not quite understand that terminology.
Yeah, so that's where you're putting your muscles through, progressive tension, you could say, or you're pushing against force. When I talk to patients about being active, I talk to them both about cardio, and I think most of us miss the strength training, and it doesn't have to be heavy weights. A machine can do that as well. You can do it. You really can do it with body weight if you continue your. When I said we kind of lift to failure, that means you get to the point where you can't push anymore, and what that does, it'll do micro tears to the muscles, and that's where you feel sore. But that also what helps build muscle or limits the loss. When we're over 40, we are all losing muscle with every birthday. And I tell patients, my goal is to get you to where you never have to be in a wheelchair at the end of your life.
Nice.
And so we have a lot of patients, I hear it often like, oh, I'm active, I'm in the this time of year, I'm in the garden, I'm mowing the yards. Like, well, that's not enough. It really isn't. And so I challenge them to, from a cardio standpoint, say if you can get 11 minutes twice a day, that's easy to do.
Yeah.
It's 22 minutes a day. That's 150 minutes a week if you do it a little over. But then we need 2 to 3 days a week of strength training that is progressively, like for me, this is my third or fourth increase in the kettlebell since I started last year. And so as I get stronger, I'm actually increasing my weight and getting to the point where I'm overloading the muscle where it can't handle anymore. And you stop, and you rest and hopefully continue gaining strength.
Well, let's talk about that body weight you were talking about a little bit. Let's say for someone that's a little more advanced, maybe they started working out with the body weight last year or so. They've been doing it very, very consistently. And now they feel like, man, I can do 20 good pull-ups. I can do 100 push-ups. They're getting to that point where they're feeling like maybe that body weight isn't enough. Can you still build muscle using body weight alone if you get to, by going to failure even at an advanced ability?
You can. You're going to have to, let's say, the pull-ups are probably the hardest thing we can do. And so I've started this week. Another thing is doing a timed letdown, I guess you could say. So like I've gotten to where I can't hardly do a pull-up very well. I can do other stuff, but so I'll get on a box and lower myself over 4 seconds and just repeatedly do that. And actually, if we do that, I'm supposed to get to where I can actually do pull-ups at some point very well.
I was going to say, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure this was a few years ago at your gym back when I was working in DeQueen, but you had a woman that wanted to do a push-up. One push-up. I'm sorry, pull-up. She was like, I just want to get to where I can do one. And you had her doing that, and I remember her just getting up on that box and then just trying to hold it as long as you can, basically.
Right.
And I don't know how long it was, but I follow her on social media, and it was at least 6, maybe 8 months later, she was able to. I mean, she was struggling,
Yeah.
but she was able to pull herself all the way up the bar, just, statically, without, jerking her body or doing anything. And I was like, man, see, that right there is consistency, and it shows that you'll get there.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Even just hanging from a bar, there's you can read online about just the benefits of just hanging and what it does for your, loosening up your upper body. That's where we get tense when we're sitting at desk. And
I didn't realize how much hanging from a bar would put blood flow into your shoulders, which, I mean, that's one of the toughest areas for me to grow muscle is in my shoulders, and it's probably because of lack of blood flow.
Yeah. There's just simple things like a farmer's carry. If you're just carrying weight across a field or the yard or the court, wherever you're at, just carrying something heavy is beneficial, and it's not easy. You don't realize your grip strength. There's lots of data on what the grip strength means for longevity, and so for seniors, even just work. I saw something just the other day, just somebody working on their grip strength and lower their blood pressure by a couple points.
That's cool.
It's really interesting. Yeah, some of the stuff that will lower blood pressure. That's a big focus of ours, just trying to improve care, get you off of medicine. I do tell my patients I might have to get you on it to get you off of it, but that's our goal.
I have a question for you since we're talking about this. We may have talked about this before, but it's come up a few times in conversation for me in the last couple months. When you have a physical job or a job that requires you to be physical, and you may get your heart rate up during those times that you're at work, but we've always been told that your work, what you do at work, doesn't really count towards your daily exercise that you need. How is that?
Yeah, so so like a guy that works out here at Huber maybe is different than somebody sitting at a desk. So they are burning more calories. But if I tell, because I've got friends that work over there and we've got patients that work over there, but if your walk across the plant is not getting your heart rate up, you're not getting cardio, you're getting steps in, you're getting movement, but from a cardio. So I said, if the boss doesn't care and you can walk fast 20 times a day, and you might get that. If it's a minute and a half walk, well, you're getting 30 minutes of cardio if you can get your heart rate up. That it is additive. But for those, for exercise, it really needs to be above your norm. And so,
right,
it's are those guys, working at the plants, they're getting more, they're burning more calories by being physical, but they're not necessarily getting that cardio or that progressive overload that's going to prevent that loss. They're getting a bit more benefit than somebody sitting at a desk.
Right.
Okay. Right. But okay.
But for them to get exercise, it does need to be above your I tell people it's extra. That EX in exercise means extra.
Okay.
Exercise.
Gotcha. Okay.
I like that. I like
gotcha.
it. And then you get some extra size out of it.
There you go. Okay,
yeah, that was a reach.
But it's like, hey, if the boss doesn't care and you can do some body weight, some squats or push-ups right there, then hey, do it, but don't get in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I mean, I say it here at the radio station. Sometimes when I get up and I could tell my core's tight, because I've been sitting a while, I'll do a good full body stretch up. And then I'll do some air squats into my chair or something. And I do a lot of push-ups here on the show because, we have a goal on our TikTok page. Yeah. Every 10,000 likes, I do another 10 push-ups.
All right.
So some days, one day I did 250 push-ups.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a lot of push-ups.
Yeah, I've tried to do it throughout the day, but I'm full. Every minute that I'm not seeing a patient, I'm either getting behind if I don't have extra minutes, or it's hard. I'd love to do it every hour, be able to do 20 push-ups, and you can get 2 or 3, you can get 80, that'd be 160 a day if you did it 8 hour a day.
Although, your patients were probably pretty impressed if, in between each patient, you just dropped down and did 10 push-ups,
did 10 push-ups, yeah.
They were like, dang, Doc's serious about this. He's doing push-ups
they're
in between
the
patients.
They wouldn't see it, but still, I'd love to do that. I could, I guess. But
right.
You could just walk in with every patient and be like, give me 30 seconds.
Sorry.
I'm going to do these 10 push-ups real quick.
And then I would encourage them to do that, too. No.
Speaking of your patients, you have a passion for the elderly population, right? The older population.
Yeah, I do. I've liked every age range. When I was training, at one point I was thinking about pediatrics, and there was a day that I was in the Children's Hospital in Little Rock, kind of working the clinic, in every room there's a crying kid, and I was like, man, I don't think I want.
That's
but
not for me, bro.
I was always close to my grandparents. They were from McCurtain County. There's J.W. Margie Gaston, Will Buddy Lofton, and so I grew up first 12 years here, but I've always been able to interact well with, people. I mean, even in college or med school, I would probably weekly call my grandparents and talk to them, and so I enjoy. There's still people here who knew my grandparents. Even one of my patients worked with my grandmother.
That's cool.
Which is it's so I enjoy hearing about people's grandchildren and talking about the farm or the cows or the garden and whatever. But yeah, we really so the Medicare. That population sometimes can be a little neglected or forgotten because Medicare doesn't like to pay as well, and so, we say bring those Medicare patients to us and we'll take care of them. So.
Well, I know several patients who are super happy. You do take very good care of them, so
absolutely.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew. I was going to say it's a good thing we fit in that category.
I like exactly.
Almost.
Try to take care of everybody, but yeah, we have.
Yes.
We do love our Medicare patients.
And I think he does. I've just kind of seen it over the years, how he interacts with different folks. You got the like you said, the folks that really don't have exercise in the brain. He starts them out here. Let's just get on the treadmill for 10 minutes. Let's slowly walk. Let's get you started in the right way, and then we'll build from there. Whereas with me, I've always been active. I've always been physically active. Always thought, I need to do some working out. So back in the day, Dr. Lofton and I would do. What was the name of that program that was TRT? Or it was the body weight. We would
TRX.
Yes. We would do TRX together at the gym at 5 a.m. before the show in the morning. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Obviously, getting up extra early was not, as cool, as fun. But once I got there, once I got the workout knocked out, took a shower there at the gym, went back to work, I felt great. So I was thorough. But what I was getting at was from beginner, from first few steps in your new journey of feeling better versus somebody that does it pretty regular, but let's take you to the next level. He's got it all.
Yeah,
and I enjoy seeing change. That we buy old buildings. Sometimes on the glutton for punishment, I think. But just where being in DeQueen, we bought this building. The old Norse building, and trying to improve it. But I love it when I see change in people's lives and helping people, feel better and be like, oh, wow, I didn't know I could feel this good. And, again, if I can get you off of a medicine or reduce your medicines or prevent a fracture from a fall by having had somebody start exercising, that's what brings me joy.
And those falls, and you talk about, later on in life, that just doing the little things that you do, maybe strengthening the joints, strengthening the muscles, getting you more active, all those things will assist not only keeping you from falling, but like you said, if you do fall, your body may be more prepared to handle that fall.
Yeah. Those muscles are just strong enough to maybe prevent you from hitting as hard, or the bones. When people don't realize when you're working on your muscle, when you're doing resistance training, you're actually strengthening your bones. And so for women especially, that's one of the most important things they can do is do consistent strength training, because not only are they getting stronger, but those bones are actually getting thicker and trying to either basically prevent that fracture if you fall.
Nice.
Okay, I have one more question.
Okay.
There's inflammation has been a big topic lately too.
Yes, that's true.
Jay diagnoses me with that at least once a day.
Drink more water because you're inflamed. No.
Yeah. So inflammation, I know that it's caused by lots of different things, but does that include... Is that just your joints where you would have inflammation, or is that your muscles and stuff too?
Yeah, no, your whole body can experience inflammation. Muscles, joints. We do have labs that we can track that, but it's very non-specific. So we can say, I can say, yeah, you've got some inflammation going on for a lot of things. Sometimes we can pinpoint it, sometimes we can't, depending on what is going on. But yeah, so food can play a role, stress can play a role, lack of sleep plays a role. That it's multifactorial, and it's interesting because when you do start training, especially if you do long distance stuff, like I've done long distance running and riding, I can really tell how food impacts my ability to perform. You don't feel it as much if you're not doing those workouts, but there's days now I can say, oh, that food really from yesterday, I'm feeling it this morning, and it makes it harder to work out and stuff.
So the exercise, the strength training, that all helps the inflammation.
Yeah, so you're getting good sleep, just getting de-stressing. It could be a walk. I mean, just a walk outside in nature can help, help lower those levels. So I just saw a video this morning, try not to watch too much social media, but it was talking about Luka. He just got hurt, and it was talking about the stress he's been through in the last year, getting traded, and then I guess problems with the wife, and he's all of a sudden getting injured, and how inflammation from stress can hinder performance. Really, really interesting. It's holistic. We got to look at things holistically, but I mean, there's truth to that. So
yeah,
and you have to pay attention to your body.
Yeah, because if you're stressing, you're probably not sleeping as well. When you're not sleeping well, you're not recovering as well, and just that inflammation gets higher, and that can stress your body, cause heart attacks, strokes. I mean, blood pressure. All this stuff it's all tied together, and that's why we can't just look at things from one angle.
Right.
I mean, I try to look at things from body, mind, and spirit. I mean, it all plays a role.
Yeah.
I love
See,
that.
y'all heard it right there.
There you go, body, mind, and spirit.
Is water a cure for everything?
No, but we do need to drink more water.
Could you
Is
say
that an
that
attack
again?
at me?
Could you say
Is that an
again?
attack at me?
Yes.
Or your dad?
Yes, both of you.
I mean, and sometimes we look. I don't like to take medicine myself, but sometimes we need to. I just had a patient yesterday, and this person's has a strong Christian background, and that they've had mental health in their life that they're dealt with, and they don't want to take medicine. But I said, it's okay if we do for a little while to get things under better control, and say pray about it. Let's go talk to your spouse, and let's come back and relook at this.
Yeah, medicine isn't just a bad thing overall. It may just give you a different angle to look at things.
Yeah.
One, like you said, you get on that whether it be mental health or physical health, whatever the medicine is helping you do, it may give you a different angle to attack whatever issues.
And it doesn't mean you're going to be on something the rest of your life. I get to ask that a lot. Does this mean I'll be? Not necessarily. I can't say yes or no, but part of it depends on how your body responds and how your input as well.
That's right.
It's like, say, blood pressure medicine. If your blood pressure's high now, we might get you on something now. But if you make changes in your life, whether it be diet or exercise or eliminating certain things, then maybe we can get you off in the future. I had a patient that I got on insulin. Usually when you get on insulin, you're on it for life. But this person was drinking like 24 sodas a day, something crazy.
Wow.
And it might have even been diet sodas, but it was overloading his body. Stopped that. The guy's not on insulin anymore and
That's
doing great.
awesome. Yeah.
That's good.
That's huge.
Yeah. I can't imagine drinking that many sodas a day.
I know. I got back. I stopped drinking sodas for years, and then this past year I probably drank more sodas this year, 6 months than I've had in a long time.
I love a good cold Coke. Don't get me wrong.
Right?
But
yeah, it's good. Well, that's what I was telling Jay. A group of guys where my brother works, they were all got to talking. They're all hurting, and their joints are hurting, and they're not feeling good. They all had one thing in common. They were drinking a zero or a diet soda every day.
Yeah.
Well, they all decided to stop at the same time, and they all feel better.
Yeah.
So,
there's lots of things, and I just tell people again, I talk about exercise a lot. It's not a cure for everything. I wish it was, but exercising can improve, pain and improve. I've had a shoulder problem that exercise is what's healed it. I mean, it's I could hurt it through overdoing it, but still, it's like that's the only thing that's changed. I've started lifting, and my shoulder pain's gone. And so, physical therapy, which is a form of exercise and strength training, that can heal your back pain possibly.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed, but it can for some people.
that's right. Definitely help.
And can I go out and just say, please, don't lie to your doctor. Just go ahead.
Oh,
Just
I
go
know.
ahead and tell him the truth. I know
Yeah.
it's going to hurt. Doc, you told me to
I don't
do
get
this.
mad at people.
Right. You told me to do this, and I wanted to. I even did it for like 3 days, but then I failed. I felt so miserable. But tell him that, because if, let's say, for example, he says, well, you're right there on the border of needing some blood pressure medicine. If we do this, this, and this with your intake and your workout, maybe you won't need this blood pressure medicine. And then you do it, but you don't. You don't follow all the rules or whatever doc says, and then you come back in a few weeks or whatever, he tests you again. He's like, okay, you really haven't changed much. And you're like, well, I'm doing everything you told me, doc. I just don't know, Then that can skew how he treats you from that point on.
Right. So
just go ahead and tell him the truth. You told me this. I did good for a good solid 48, 72 hours, but then I started drinking the soda again. So if you'll just be honest, he can at least work tailor what you need to do a little better than if you're, saying, well, I'm doing it, dog. I just don't know what's going on.
The numbers don't lie. Like if, cholesterol goes up, and also I'll call the pharmacy and say, hey, are they filling their prescription? Because I need to, it's your life. I'm not going to get mad. The only time I've ever got mad at patients when they're treating my staff bad, if somebody calls me and belligerent. But I'm not going to get mad if you're not following my instructions. It's your body. But yeah, it just helps us make informed decisions when we know.
Well, I wouldn't want to lie about it, and then you'd be like, well, maybe you don't need this medication. And then, you actually do because you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'll tell them.
Or we try to change a dose when actually you weren't on it in the first place.
Right. That would be
well,
bad.
we better up this dose since it's not working. Come to find out they're not even filling the prescription.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha. That would be bad.
Okay. All right.
And I just tell people, ask if you got questions. I'm not gonna I don't tell anybody they have to do anything. I make suggestions.
Yeah.
Based on education and so yeah.
And the information their body gives you.
Yeah, and information I've got my access to as well,
Nice.
It's true.
Yeah,
I told him the other day, I ain't taking care of myself. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah? And he didn't yell at me.
He didn't?
He didn't yell at me, no.
He was like, fine, then I'm just not doing anything
I'm done.
else.
Get
We're
out.
done.
He fired
Get
me
out.
as a patient the other day. I'm just kidding. No, Jay be the one to yell at me. You don't have to. But yeah, you do. You got to be honest. You have to be honest.
You going to hang out all morning or you got to cut out of here?
Got patients at 8, so
Oh,
I know we've got
yeah.
an impossible
All right.
question coming up.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple of fun questions for you this
Oh,
morning.
let's
How about
go.
that? Okay.
All right. Well, today is National Coconut Cream Pie Day. Okay. Are you a fan?
Just so you know, I'm blowing everything I had all week long.
It's Coconut Cream Pie Day
That's
for you.
right.
How about you? Coconut Cream Pie?
Apparently they make a really good one at Stillwell's, but I just don't care for coconut.
Okay.
Me too.
I'm a
Okay.
chocolate guy.
All right. So then, Doc, what would be if someone were to add, let's say someone from England came over, all they're used to is beans on toast, right? You want to, that's what they eat over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
So,
Beans for breakfast.
yeah. So they come over here and, they're hanging out with you for a week here in America, and you want to give them the quintessential best underrated pie at Stillwell's. Where are you going? Or it doesn't have to be at Stillwell's, but I figured Stillwell's is.
Sure. Yeah. Like what pie?
Yeah, what pie are you making sure they have at least one slice?
Chocolate
Pie.
For sure. Yeah, just the chocolate cream. I mean, I used to think my grandma made the best pie. It Stillwell's got.
They got pretty good pie.
You're gonna get in
I've
trouble.
almost quit eating chocolate pie anywhere else.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
that
so
must be
disappointed.
good.
It really is.
When you eat it somewhere else, it's not. You're disappointed.
I'm just disappointed.
I love it. What's the best handmade dessert at your house?
Okay, so this is man, that's a tough one. So this would be something you've never had. Probably nobody in McCurtain County has ever had.
This is a Lofton household secret. I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
Me too.
So this is an actual English. It's called sticky wickets.
Sticky wickets.
Yeah, sticky wickets. So a wicket, I believe, is what they use in cricket.
Okay.
So, but it's basically it's almost like Rice Krispie treats, except it's got Milky Ways mixed in and a layer of chocolate on top. Oh yeah,
Sold.
It's
Sold.
bro.
so
Done.
that's that's one of those things that it's hard to quit eating them. It's different.
Yeah.
We had friends we have friends in England. They've been to McCurtain. They've been to Broken Bow Lake or De Queen. I've got friends from England coming this summer, and they gave us a cookbook. Somebody gave us a cookbook from England, and that was one of the recipes we took out, and it's good.
Nice.
Sticky wickets?
Sticky wickets.
All right.
I have
That's
to
cool.
I have to make y'all some sometime and bring it over.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. And then last but certainly not least, I know you got to get out of here, and we're about to jump into the impossible question. What dessert instantly takes you back to childhood here in McCurtain County?
Man, I'd have to say chocolate pie. I just think my grandmother.
Yeah.
My grandmother chocolate pie. So both grandmothers made, I guess, Italian cream cake as well.
Ooh.
That was
I love
good.
that.
Yeah, so that I would say, but chocolate pie. I just remember my grandmother, my Gaston grandmother. We called her Nanny.
Nanny
she
Gaston.
was a good cook.
Nice.
She was a good cook, and
I love that.
my cousin, she used to make also a vegetable, we call it Nanny soup, but she would can it. and my cousin Ray Gaster and I would kind of fight over who got the most jars of it, and we grew up on that stuff. And
Bro, you got 3 jars of nanny soup. Come on, where's mine?
I'd have been fighting over it too.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love it. I like it. Well, Doc, those that are listening are like, you know what? I know that I need to do a little bit better. I know if I just tell Doc the truth and get in there, I could probably figure out some of the issues that I have. Maybe it's a little too much inflammation. Maybe I know I drink too many of those Dr. Pepper Zeros. Talking to y'all over there. No. But seriously, though, if they want to get a hold of you, maybe make an appointment for here in Broken Bow. Maybe they're listening over into Queen. They want to make you an appointment there, or just maybe just talk to you about what options they have. What's that phone number to get a hold of you?
Yep, 870-642-4000, and we're trying to add days. So as I get more patients over here, we'd love to be here half a day every day, and so we're trying to add days. So help us get those days built up over here.
And don't be scared. Like, going to the doctor when you haven't been in a really long time is scary for some people, and that's what keeps them from going. Mm-hmm. Remember, if there is something wrong, the earlier you catch it, the better. You can figure it out, and you can get better. So don't be scared.
I tell people, don't put off pains that you can't explain. That's stuff. Don't put off. Help us. Let us help you.
And men, get your PSA checked. I have circumstances in my life that are going to make me say this every time I can think about it. Get your PSA checked.
That's a blood test.
Yep.
Blood prostate test. Doesn't have to have the exam. Just start with the blood.
Yeah. Don't be scared.
If you get elevated points or whatever, go ahead and get the biopsy. I have a family member that recently got the biopsy. It was like, I was afraid of that bad boy. It wasn't near as bad as, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Actually, it was 100th of how bad I thought it was going to be. Yep. So
same thing with colonoscopy.
Yep.
If you're 45 or over, get that done. There's probably a big group. They used to say 50. They dropped it to 45 because we're starting to see cancer in younger and younger people, and that's new incidences of colon cancer actually being caught in people under 50 now, and so that's why they've moved it. And so but it was, they give you some good sleep medicine. I was like, man, that was some good stuff.
Yeah.
And, you wake up, that was it. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. You wake up with like you just slept for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Now, the colonoscopy, I did that at 45,
mm-hmm.
and we talked about it a lot on here on the radio, on the air. Absolutely. I had no polyps, so I don't have to go back for 10 years. Is that right?
Yep.
Nice. So
you
there
get
you
that
go.
done. Dr. Brown, he goes to Curtin County Memorial Hospital, and so
perfect.
You get that done right here.
Get it done right here. I love it. Doc, it's always a pleasure.
Yep.
I know you got to get to work. We got the impossible question coming up. It's fun, always fun. We'll do it again next. Now, of course, this was a special episode on Friday, but next week on Wednesday again?
Should be able to.
Okay. If not, you can stop in another Friday.
Fridays are easy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Works for me, too. All right. Thanks, Doc.
All right. Enjoyed it. Thanks,
all right.
guys.
We'll be back, chat. We got the impossible question up next. That's right. It's impossible question time. Brought to you by Nova.
Nova.
On Broadway in downtown Broken Bow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Sorry.
If you think you know the answer, you got to give us a call to win the prize.
Yeah, that's right. And the prize is Truckin' Good Barbecue today.
Yes.
It's good. 584-3388 or
584-3389 or
584-3372.
Those are the numbers to call if you want to play the impossible question.
Yes, if you think you can win it today, get you some of that Truckin' Good Barbecue, then do it.
All right.
Y'all ready?
We had a big teacher giveaway yesterday. Tons of teachers won. We announced all the nurses winners yesterday, Chera.
We did. And also, in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to be giving away 2 of those tickets to the American Rodeo.
You know, that's right.
Yeah.
Of course, Midland, Chris Young, May 22nd, 23rd, American Rodeo Championship weekend at Globe Life Field.
That's right. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Around 80% of Americans do this right before bed.
Uh-oh.
The other 20% aggravate their loved ones regularly because they don't.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
It should be pretty easy.
I think it is.
Okay.
No.
You don't
think
so? Think it's hard?
It's hard. I have an answer now.
Okay, good.
Earlier, I was like, why would we be aggravating our loved ones before we go to bed? But I get it now. Around 80% of Americans do this right before bed. The other 20% aggravate their loved ones regularly because they don't. What is it?
Brush your teeth.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely aggravate your loved one there in bed if you don't brush your teeth before you go to bed.
Yeah, you sleep and all that funk coming out. It's green fog in the bedroom.
Oh, my goodness.
So what is it? What do y'all think it is?
Oh, I'm going to win this one, I guess.
I guess so. Cheryl Lee, you got to answer. Call in.
So do this again. Repeat the question pretty please.
Okay.
Do it again.
Oh.
Let's go to the phone line.
Okay.
Push the right buttons here. All right, there we go.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Good morning. Give their kids a hug and tuck them in.
All right. Nope, not it.
Change their clothes.
Change your clothes before you go to bed. Interesting.
Yeah.
Or you just jump into bed with your dirty clothes on.
Some people do.
Ugh.
It's aggravating.
Good point.
See what I mean?
Touche.
Okay. Around 80% of Americans do this right before bed. The other 20% aggravate their loved ones regularly because they don't. What is it?
So remember, if you're not doing this, you're aggravating your loved ones, not if you are doing this. For example, Bradley says scrolling through reels with the volume up in bed. Great answer. Not it. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Take a bath.
Take a bath. Great answer. Not it, Laney J.
Plugging their phone in.
It's plugging your phone. Yes. Who do we have on the phone?
This is Wayne McKeever.
Well, Wayne, you are a winner.
Congratulations, Wayne. Laney J,
right.
She saved your proverbial impossible question live. You can come by the radio station.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, come by the radio station, pick up that certificate for that Truckin' Good barbecue.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
guys.
Thank you. You have a great day. Wayne McKeever, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations, Wayne. I figured you'd have that eventually.
Yeah, I like it. We got it.
80% of us charge our phones overnight, which makes sense because you just got your plug in right next to your bed. You just plug it in, put it on deal, whatever. The other 20%, they wake up with like 14% phone charge, and their family's like, ugh, your phone's always dead.
Yeah, can't stand it. Charge your phone, you bum.
Let's see here. Matter of fact, it says here, you are more likely to charge your phone than to take the proper precautions to keep from sun damage on your skin.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. It's true. You can't get mad at it. It's true.
It's true.
You take better care of your phone battery than you do your body.
That's
I believe
right.
it.
Exactly. Than your skin.
That's right. Y'all know better.
That was easy peasy lemon squeeze.
It was. That was cool.
That was fun. All right, there you go. What else?
Well, take your barbecue and go. Okay. I'm just kidding, you guys.
Get on out of here.
Not really. Bye.
Today is National No Socks Day.
Really? That's gross.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you should only not wear socks like whenever you're wearing flip-flops or sandals. Please don't wear socks and sandals.
Socks and sandals? What,
Please
what,
don't.
what? Socks and sandals?
Please don't.
No?
No.
All right. So socks with sandals is acceptable or criminal?
Criminal. It is criminal.
Criminal. Criminal.
Some people wear black socks with everything. My daughter's the same way. She wears black socks with everything and hates flip-flops.
I used to be that way. It had to be black Nike socks.
Yeah.
When I was in middle school.
That's her. That's her.
So that's back around then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it always does. It always ends up coming back around.
Which, you know what? I don't mind those Nike socks, you guys. I'm going to be honest, because they don't get a whole lot of, for some reason, they don't get a whole lot of fuzz, but they last longer, too. You know,
Yeah.
You're not coming up with a hole in them in a couple weeks.
Right.
So I don't mind those socks.
Yeah.
I'll buy them for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Long and short.
I remember when white tube socks became the joke. Don't wear them anymore. Type thing.
But, you know, people wear them again now, too.
Yep.
They do. That's
do.
cool.
Then ankle socks became the joke.
Yeah.
You know. All right, Unc.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. However you want to dress is fine.
At this point, though, I mean, and maybe it's just because of our age. You know, we're both in our 40s. We don't
Maybe
care.
so.
We don't care what 20-somethings say about our dress.
And that may be it. We're to that point now. We don't care.
Yeah.
So.
At this point, a 22-year-old looks at me and is like, "Ugh, he's old." Anyway.
Right.
So
right.
why do I care what a 22-year-old thinks about
That's
how
right.
I dress?
You shouldn't. You should not.
Much less the fact that, you know, I think I think a lot. There's plenty of adults our age. No, I mean, 22-year-old is adult. Don't get me wrong, but we still call them kids because they're 20-something years old younger than us. But there's plenty of people our age that. Well, never mind. Forget it. I'll leave it alone.
Well, I have to say this. Somebody just said Laney looks fresh in that lavender.
Aww.
I've never been called fresh.
All right.
I like it.
So fresh and so clean.
Thank you. Yeah, I like that.
I love it.
I appreciate it.
Keep your socks on.
Yeah, you better. Some people out here need to keep their socks on. You're right, because they probably need to take a pocket knife to their toenails or something, you know, or maybe even a toothbrush or something to their toenails. I know.
Oh, my goodness.
But if they wear socks, they all end up with holes because of the, sharp toenails.
Sharp
but you right,
toenails.
Catrice. You right. You right. If you guys are not on our chat, you can join us on there as well. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. KKBI FM is your search. That's right. Just search us up.
This is Mother's Day weekend.
Ooh, it is.
What you doing?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Chilling?
Yeah. Yeah. Got that old gift. And
You got a gift?
yeah, well, I've got to go get it. I know what it is, though.
I got the wife a Mother's Day gift.
You can't say what you got her. Don't say what you got her.
No, well, you know what I got her because I showed it to you right before I got it.
That's right.
And I ordered it right before our anniversary. And
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be until the end of May.
Oh, that's right. So it's not coming in. It's
Yeah.
not here.
It's not here.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, well.
That's not fair.
I'll blame TikTok on that one.
Okay, you can blame TikTok for sure.
Freshy fresh. You look like Freshy fresh today. They do.
Freshy
they're all
fresh.
saying it. They're all saying it.
That's right, Catrice.
Don't give Freshy fresh.
Catrice always be looking fresh, too.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
All right, we got 60 seconds. We're going to wrap this bad boy up. Again, Texas Rangers, American Rodeo Championship weekend. If you've been waiting this morning to get your chance to win tickets here on the show, as soon as we come back after the
That's
news,
right.
weather, and sports, we're going to give you an opportunity to win rodeo ticket championship weekend tickets. Plus Midland and Chris Young, if you're a fan of music, maybe you don't care nothing about the rodeo, but you love Chris Young or you love Midland.
That's right.
Or
they
you love
you
both
too.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee
They
you.
love their
The
fans.
rodeo don't love you, but Midland does.
That's right. Chris Young don't either.
He don't?
No, he only loves roses.
Oh, yeah, just that one that never dies.
Yeah,
Because
that's
it was
right.
always dead.
That's
so
right.
it can't die if it's already dead.
Yes, yes.
Remember that.
Yes.
All right, folks, we'll also be talking about what you're spending on, how much you're spending on your backyard and how you're upgrading your backyard this summer, as well as backyard grilling season is officially upon us. What we cooking? We'll be back. It's Jay and Laney J live. That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Chera, you don't have to be sorry. Be better. No, I'm kidding. She
Chera,
said, cool,
we're just
thank you.
giving
You're
you a
awesome.
hard time.
She knows that, I think. I
She
think
better
knows.
know.
Yeah.
Don't make me come over there. All right, so it's Friday. Who wants to win some of those American Rodeo tickets?
Yes. All right, call now if you want to get qualified to win.
That's right. Call.
We'll
Put
take
your-
the first 3 to 5 callers,
Yeah, and then
you-
we'll draw a name.
and we'll draw a name.
Hey, we haven't done this spinny wheel in a while.
All right, let's do that one. We'll write their names on that wheel. Let's go to this line here. You're the first caller. What's your name?
Nathaniel
Last name, Nathaniel.
Williamson.
All right, Nathaniel Williamson. We got him on the list. Let's go to this line here. Give us both your names, first and last.
Debbie Brock.
Oh, Debbie, your last name.
I
What was
think it's Debbie Brock.
Brock. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Debbie.
Brock.
We got you. We got you. We'll keep listening. Keep listening. Everybody keep listening. We're going to draw that name here very shortly. All right, let's go to this line here. What's your name?
Raylyn Moore.
Raylyn Moore. We got you on the spinny wheel. Keep listening. You may be the winner.
That's right.
I love it. That was the first 3. We'll take 2 more.
Who's up next?
Who wants to go to the American Rodeo Championship weekend, Friday, May 22nd, and Saturday, May 23rd? Now, these tickets will be non-transferable. They'll go straight to your phone. There won't be a hard ticket that you can sell at the gate or nothing.
That's right.
So
don't be. If you can't go, don't try to win.
Exactly. All right, let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your name?
Gail Franklin.
Gail Franklin? Gotcha. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your name?
What was your name?
Tori Flippin.
Corey Flippin.
Yeah, Tori.
Tori.
T-O-R-I.
Tori.
Tori Flippin.
Tori Flippin.
All right,
Got you, Tori.
gotcha,
Thank you so much.
gotcha.
Keep listening. We're about to draw a name right now. Right now.
Well, hang on now. I got to get the names on here.
Yeah, whatever. I meant right now. All right, we'll take another call. We'll fill. Oh, they hung up. All right.
Keep taking names.
Yeah, we'll take enough to fill up that wheel. How about that? Of everybody that wants to go. All right, let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your name?
Huey Jefferson. Huey.
All right, Huey Jefferson. Gotcha.
Got you. Thank you so much. Let's go to this line. What's your... Oh, they hung up. Let's go to this line here. What's your name?
Will Parker.
Bill Parker.
Will Parker.
Oh,
Laney can't
my
hear
bad.
nothing. Sorry about that, Will.
All right, I got you, Will.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your name?
Lindale Ludlow.
Lindale Ludlow. All right. Is it the Rodeo, Midland, or Chris Young that really makes you want to go, Lindale?
Chris Young.
Nice. I like it. All right. Thank you, Lindale. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your name? I'm sorry, you cut out. What was that? Very, very.
Yeah, we can't.
It's muffled, and then it echoes the muffle. So let's try it again. One more time. What was your name?
Hankins.
Hankins' last name?
Patty Hankins.
Patty Hankins. Got it out there finally. Thank you so much, Patty. Appreciate you calling. Keep listening, everybody. We're about to draw names once we fill this wheel up. How many more spots we got?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, 3 more spots. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your name?
Oh, yeah?
Good morning. What's your name? Oh, hold on. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your name?
Billy Williams.
All right, we got Billy Williams.
All right. Got you, Billy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your name?
Adrian Williamson.
Williamson was the last name. What was that first name again? Adrian Williamson. Got it. Is that all the names?
We got one more.
One more spot. One last spot for these American Rodeo Championship weekend tickets. Chris Young, Midland, May 22nd, May 23rd. Last time, last caller. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your name?
Is this for the teacher's drawing?
No, huh? All right. All right, that's good. Good. We did the teacher's drawing yesterday. Did the nurse's drawing the previous day. We announced all our teacher winners yesterday after the show, at the end of the show, and then this morning again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just for the record. So this is American Rodeo Championship Weekend, May 22nd, May 23rd. Musical headliners will be Midland and Chris Young. We got one more spot?
Yes.
One more spot. So if you can go and you want to go, call now. Last chance. That's right. Chera says, I know you're giving me heck because y'all love me. That's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah, you better know.
You know that. All right.
So is that it?
Last chance to call. One more spot on the old spinny wheel.
I guess we could leave it blank.
True. And then if it hits that, we're like, oh, nobody wins. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, works for me. Works for me. Remember, if you can't go, don't try to win.
Yeah, because they'll let us know that those tickets weren't used, and then we'll put you on the no-win list.
That's right.
It's kind of like the no-fly list, but it's the you can't win our prizes anymore list because you took somebody else's prize that you didn't have any interest in using.
And they're non-transferable. Remember that.
Yeah, you can't sell them. All right.
Y'all
no
know
more
the
calls. Last chance. Last chance. I think we wrapped it all up. All right, cool. Let's do some spinny wheel there. And the first winner, or the only winner. It's the only winner, right?
Who's it gonna be?
We can't see.
Patty Hankins.
Congratulations, Patty Hankins is our first winner of the American Rodeo Championship weekend tickets. Patty Hankins.
It's hard to see the names because
Yeah,
my
no, it's
marker's
okay.
so light.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, Patty Hankins, though, that's
Oh,
what it
every
says.
name is Patty Hankins around there. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, Patty, I cheated for you. What do I get?
She wants to go to the American Rodeo Championship weekend with you. No.
That's right.
Congratulations
All right,
once
Patty.
again to Patty Hankins. She is our first winner of a pair of tickets to the American Rodeo Championship weekend here May 22nd and 23rd at globelifefield.com.
I love using this wheel.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need to get me a darker marker.
A darker marker.
A darker marker.
She's a poet and she didn't even know it.
That's right.
I love it. Hey,
Nope.
okay, fine. Then I won't ask you.
What?
Nothing?
What was it?
Nothing.
Oops.
I ain't asking
Sorry.
now.
Fine.
I ain't asking now.
Oh,
That's
Laney,
right.
You always mess everything
Messing
up.
it up. All right. Up next is Are You Smarter Than Jay Lindley? 584-3388. If you want to play, get some bragging rights up next. Bass Country 106, Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning, Mr. J.
Yes. All right. Well, so we had a gentleman call. We could hear him, but he couldn't hear us.
No, we couldn't. And I think he was a rematch, too, man.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So maybe he could try back one more time. If not, we'll open it back up to Nathaniel.
Okay.
Nathaniel's 32nd try.
Yeah. He's out of school on Fridays. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. We figure we give somebody a chance that maybe hadn't played, or maybe a single rematch or so. All right, let's go to the phone lines.
Good morning. You think you're smarter than Jay?
Yes, I do. I called back. I couldn't hear y'all a while ago.
All right. We got you now.
We got
That's
you
perfect.
now. I love it. All right. Laney J, break it down as I leave the room.
That's right. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You got 3 seconds to answer each one. Jay's going to be out of the room. He won't hear the questions or the answers. He'll come back in, answer the same 5 questions, and whoever gets the most is the winner. Have you ever played before?
It's been a good minute
Okay. All right. Good.
since I
So,
played.
do you want to remain anonymous?
No, this is Kevin Harrison.
All right, Kevin. Well, here is your first question. What coffee drink is made with espresso and steamed milk?
Cappuccino?
All right, he says cappuccino. Which famous energy drink slogan says give you wings?
Red Bull.
All right, he says Red Bull. What beverage is produced by fermenting apples?
Cider.
All right, he says apple cider. What is the national spirit of Mexico?
The national spirit of Mexico. Tequila.
Okay, he says tequila. And what does barista literally mean in Italian?
It means, you know what? I don't know.
All right, he doesn't know the answer to that one. We'll get Jay. All right. Here we go.
Rocky Mountain Low.
Rocky Mountain Low. That stack of vinyls.
Howdy do. Is this Mr. Anonymous?
No, it's Kevin.
Oh, what's up, Kev?
It's Crybaby.
What's up, dog?
What's up, Kevy Kev? I love
Hi, baby.
it.
Okay, all right. Here's your first question,
Okay,
Jay.
all right.
What coffee drink is made with espresso and steamed milk?
Latte?
Okay, he says latte. Which famous energy drink slogan says give you wings?
Red Bull. And
All
and in
right.
parentheses at the very bottom it says doesn't actually give you wings.
Yes, that's right. What beverage is produced by fermenting apples?
Fermenting apples?
Yes.
Okay, well, you got apple cider, but that's not fermented, so we're going to go with hard cider.
What? Oh, okay. What is the national spirit of Mexico?
Mezcal.
And what does barista mean in Italian?
Bartender.
All right, so here we go, y'all. Let's see. The coffee drink made with espresso and steamed milk. He said cappuccino. You said latte. The answer is latte.
Yes!
The
Take
famous
that.
energy drink slogan that gives you wings is Red Bull. You both got that correct.
Good job, Crybaby.
The beverage produced by fermenting apples is cider. You both got that correct.
Wait a minute.
Well, you said hard cider.
Right? Which is the fermented version of apple cider, right?
It says what beverage is produced by fermenting apples, and the answer is just cider.
Can you not have an apple cider that's not fermented?
I guess not.
Well, then I got it, right?
I don't know, man. We're going to have to throw down the flag on that one, maybe.
You both said cider.
We both got it right?
I was giving it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, we got it. We got it then.
Okay.
Okay.
The national spirit of Mexico. He said tequila. You said mezcal. He got it correct. You got it wrong. And what does barista mean in Italian? He didn't know, and you said bartender, which is the correct answer.
Yes!
So you beat him.
Yes!
4-3. You beat him by 1.
That's awesome. Great job, Crybaby.
Good job, Jay.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for playing, Kevin.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. You have a great day, and have a great weekend as well.
You too, guys, and you too, Laney.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Kevin, a.k.a. Crybaby. Great job. 4 out of 3, man. We was going head-to-head there for a little bit. I pulled it out last minute. She's double-checking that cider thing. I already know.
Because I had a texter who answered those same questions. He's a very smart person, and she said hard cider as well.
Right. Because you can make an apple cider without fermenting the apples.
And it says that hard, what the hard means is that it's
liquor. It's alcohol.
Yes. But it says that not all cider is fermented, but not all hard cider is either. So I'm not.
What do you mean not all hard cider is fermented?
In the UK and Ireland, cider almost always means it is a hard.
It's fermented.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's adult and fermented. So, well, anyway, I gave it to both of you.
You gave it to us both, so I was arguing for nothing.
But not all cider is fermented. So, okay.
All right.
All right.
I love it. Thank you so much,
okay.
Laney J. That was fun. Thank you
y'all.
again. Thank you again. Hey, Archie says, I want to give a big congratulations to our Lumberjacks for winning the first round of the state baseball playoffs state tournament. So they will be playing today at 1:30?
Yes, 1:30. I'm looking forward to it.
And of course, you can listen live right here on Best Country 106, or if you're out of the area, download our mobile app, free to use.
Yes.
You put it right there on your home screen. You just touch it, boom. You got all the radio stations under the Southeast Oklahoma Radio umbrella. They're available, so you can choose which one you want to listen to. It's pretty cool, pretty seamless app.
It is. I like it. It's very easy to use. Convenient. It's got some good stuff in it.
Absolutely.
And we are going to do your birthday, Will. Okay,
Let's
y'all?
do it. All right, big shout out to Shady Oaks Restaurant. Ooh, I saw yesterday Shady Oaks Restaurant has new hours.
They do.
Their new summer hours. Go ahead.
Do you want me to tell them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Monday and Tuesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So they'll just be closed on Wednesday now. And they'll be open 8 to 2 all other days of the week. So only closed on Wednesday. That's a big deal because they've been, kind of just open on the weekends. There is a lot of construction going on up there.
Yeah.
But they've got that sorted out now to where it's a lot easier to pull into their parking lot. So it's great. So they're going to be open back up 6 days a week.
I love
loving
it. You want to take this call?
Sure.
Let's do it. Let's go to this line here.
You're on Jay and Laney J Live.
What's
What's
up?
up?
I have a birthday.
Give it to us.
Carson Smith.
Happy birthday going out to Carson Smith.
All right. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I love
Okay.
it.
So, Shady Oaks.
My
they're awesome.
Maria.
My Maria.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's Maria.
That's Maria.
Okay, good.
Is the wheel up there? This
yes,
woman.
the wheel is up there for sure.
All right, so
let's
we're
get the
gonna
spinny
spin
spin.
it. Tell her I'll be right there.
Right there.
Be right there.
And the winner is
Boom.
Remy Jameson. Congratulations going out to Remy Jameson, this week's winner of the birthday wheel. You gonna get that?
I am.
All right, I like it. On that note, we'll be right back. We got a little Hudson Westbrook on it, and then we'll bring you some mesh-up of the news coming right around the corner. Thanks for joining us. It's Jay and Laney J live on Best Country 106. Here's Painted You Pretty by Hudson Westbrook. Good morning. Hudson Westbrook, his latest single, Painted You Pretty. Best Country 106, Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning. I feel like we ain't done nothing today.
I know. Why is that? Why do you feel that way?
I don't know.
The Lumberjacks pick up a big win in the quarterfinals as they move on to the semifinals. Listen to the game live on Best Country 106 today at 1:30. They're in Shawnee, Oklahoma. So if you're not able to make the trip and watch the state semifinals, then join us, 106.1 FM, or download the app. Just search Southeast Oklahoma Radio on your app store. Good morning. What's up, Devin?
That's right, Devin. Good morning. That was funny. Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser.
Good morning, Leilani.
Oh, good morning, Leilani.
Leilani shared a picture of us the other day. Did you see that?
I know. That was so much fun that day.
That was fun. And I want to give, I can say this now because we're a few years removed from it. That day was hilarious for many reasons.
You know, it was. And some people made the best of it, including us. So
I was going to say, we made the best of it for sure. So without giving too many details, this locale is no longer a thing.
Right.
And the owners and operators of it are gone back to Texas.
Vamoosed.
So we get a call. So, Margarita Day. Was it Margarita Day?
It
was Taco Tuesday. It was Cinco de Mayo. That's what it was. Cinco de Mayo.
They were having a special on them. Yeah.
They had a special on margaritas and tacos that day.
Yes, they did.
It was like $1 taco, $5 margaritas, as much as you wanted, right?
Yeah.
And we were to be there live on location for 2 hours to help promote their lunchtime Taco Tuesday for Cinco de Mayo, right?
Yes.
So we show up and they're like, hey, set up here, get up, how it all normally goes.
Right.
We set up, we get everything rocking, and literally as soon as 11 o'clock hits the door, it was 11 to 1 was our remote. That was their lunch special time for Cinco de Mayo. As soon as 11 o'clock hits, people start coming in the door.
Yes.
And by people, I don't mean like a handful of people walked in. 50 people walked in at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
And at that point, it's obvious, okay, the people of the business were like, okay, this is for real. We're going to be busy, right? So they're packed, they're doing this, that, and then we start getting complaints. We ordered an hour ago. We ordered, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So then the owner starts getting a little frizzled, right? A little frazzled. She says to me, and I quote, boy, I sure wish we'd have known you was going to be here. We'd have been prepared for this. I looked her dead in the eye and I wanted to say, you're literally paying us to be here. What do you mean? What do you mean you wish you knew we were going to be here? We've been planning this for weeks. But I didn't. I was like, hey, let's make the best of it.
That's right, because they didn't have enough staff.
Yeah. They had their biggest day in the history of that business that day.
Yeah.
The biggest day in the history of that.
They never had another one.
And they never had another one.
No.
Because they weren't prepared for their own day.
Yeah, I mean, like, they scheduled us to be there. They scheduled us.
They prepared the entire thing and then act like it was news to them that we were going to be there.
Yeah. So it was crazy.
We say all that to say we would love to be a part of your event.
Yes, we would.
And we can help blow it up. We can announce the crap out of it. If it's a huge event that people want to be a part of, us just telling them about it will make them want to be there.
That's right. And I mean, we just add to the party.
Exactly.
We don't bring the party.
We can't make the specials for you. You have to do all that. But we definitely want to be a part of your party. We want to announce it. There's a job fair going on up north here pretty soon. We got a notification for it in our message. It's like, that's absolutely something you want to advertise on the radio.
Yeah.
Is your job fair, because that's for locals. You're not trying to reach tourists.
Right.
Which we have a lot of tourists that now walk in the door. It's like, last time I was here, I saw the best Country 106 or the best hits Q102 on the window. So I was like, all right, cool, a local radio station. It was like, I listen to you guys every time I come now.
Yeah.
I listen to your morning show, or I love the hits on Q102, so I listen to that. So, but we got tons of repeat visitors that are joining us as well. But if you have a huge event, absolutely tell us about it. Let us promote it. We want to be a part of it even. But we can't bring the party. We can only announce your party. We can only let everyone know.
But no, when you're having a party and we're telling everybody about it, most people that want to be involved in that, they're going to show up.
Yeah, absolutely. So
and
be prepared.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Not every event is a huge blowout success like that one was. We get it. But the deals made people want to be there.
That's right. You have to be prepared for a party that you schedule. All right. What's next in this wide world of Fridays?
I got a text. I got a text from a good friend of ours. I won't put him out there, but he was like, he texted his name. He just texted his name.
Okay.
And I was like, "Yep, that's your name." LOL. Hold on just a second. Let's go to the phone line. Hold on. I'll finish the story. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. You're on Jay and Laney J Live. What's up?
Good morning. Okay. Good morning. How are you doing?
Awesome. Live on the radio. What can we do for you, Barbara?
Oh, well, I wanted to find out about the Rangers.
All right. Perfect. Well, we'll have to do that off the air. Well, again, we're live on the air, Barbara. Call back after the show. Love you. Bye. Perfect. All right. So anyway, he texted his name, right? And I said, "Yeah, that's you. That's your name, bro."
That's right. You just text your name, weirdo. Okay.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, that's what you said you wanted for them tickets."
Oh.
He's like, "I have no service to call, bro." Sorry. I was like, "Oh, I got you." I was like, "All right, well, that's cool. We will do another giveaway."
We will.
We got you. So.
That's no fun.
Dang, Deshaun said July 4th, the Country Outcast will be playing at Raymond Gary State Park. That announcement alone will make me want to go see who the Country Outcast is.
Me too. I'm curious about that.
All right, Deshaun.
Leilani, you crazy. That's all you had to do is get 3 of them and everything's fine.
Hilarious. All right, what was you going to do right before we got a call?
I don't know. I have no idea. I know that it's Friday. It's crazy day.
You ain't got no job. You ain't got nothing to do.
That's right. You guys, if you've won a prize, come pick it up. So, all right, Deshaun, thank you so much.
There you go. All right. On July 4th. All right. We got a little ways for July 4th. Remind us again.
That's right. Hit me up. You can get some advertising.
Yeah. Deshaun would love to advertise the Country Outcast because this is country radio. One of my favorite bands is Outcast or groups.
Yeah, I mean, if it was Outcast.
If it was Outcast, we wouldn't even have to tell nobody, right? Because everybody would know.
Hey, that's right. And it would be that.
I love it. All right, 17 minutes till the top of the hour, 9 o'clock. Backyard grilling season is officially back. And new trend, Americans are spending big time on their backyard upgrades. Here's my question to Laney J. What is the upgrade your backyard needs? We'll take a phone call first. All right, let's go to this line here.
Good morning. You're on Jay and Laney J Live. What's up?
Hey, Jay and Laney J. This is Crybaby again. I was just going to tell y'all, I heard Jay say the Country Outcast band's playing in Raymond Gary Lake.
Yeah.
I am the drummer for the Country Outcast band.
No way.
Yes, sir, I am.
You making this up? Are you making this up on radio?
You're lying, Crybaby.
No, I'm serious. It's me on the drums, Gary Stover on rhythm guitar, Raymond Slayton on bass. Deshaun Todd is the lead singer and lead guitar player.
Oh, well, I know that old Raymond Slayton.
Well, maybe I could get you. Yep. Maybe I can get you or a few of your bandmates to join us here on the show one day.
Okay, I sure will. I will mention that to Mr. Dr. T. We called Deshaun Dr. T.
Dr. T. That is his new nickname here on the show.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Thanks, Crybaby.
We appreciate you, Kevin.
You're welcome. Thank y'all. See you later.
All right.
Sir.
Bye-bye.
All right. Dr. T.
Well, I didn't know that. Deshaun, we know Kevin. We go way back with Kevin.
Why not Mr. T? Is he a real doctor?
I don't know.
Deshaun, are you a real doctor?
Deshaun, are you Dr. T?
He's
For
like,
real?
no, I gave up the gold chains years ago.
That's right.
That's why
And
they call me Dr. T.
Raymond Slayton is a friend of my dad's. I've actually listened to him. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. He plays over at, over here, the real popular people.
Oh, yeah.
Forget their name.
Oh, man, they got the most drama in the history of McCurtain County going over in that dance hall
Country Corral. Something like that. Yeah.
It's where they meet after the Golden Corral.
Yeah, that's right. They go there. They have a good time, too. They dance and sing and pick. They have a good time.
And have all kinds of drama on Facebook. I'm loving it.
Yeah, me too. It's fun.
Deshaun, Rion, Tonica.
I get it, Dr. T. I get it.
It's my
I like
full
it.
name.
Well,
DRT.
thank you.
I love it. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's awesome, Deshaun. Okay. I'm here for it.
Okay. We have to get y'all in here.
Yeah, maybe we can talk all y'all or some of y'all into coming and hanging out on the show. That'd be fun.
It would be. Oh, no. I got to go.
You're in trouble.
I got to go.
Laney J, they come to get you.
I got to go.
Oh, they busted a Yui in downtown Brockville. You know they coming to get you.
Oh.
No,
there
they're
they
just
go.
going to get somebody else.
Man, I was scared.
My heart skipped a beat.
Mine too.
Broken Bow PD pulled up. They were like, we're about to cuff Jay in the studio live on the show.
That's right. That's right.
I noticed there was two of y'all in the car, though.
And I'm just running. Oh, Lisa says her mom used to own that dance hall. It was Main Street Opry. That's cool.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
She had something great.
Yeah, and it's huge. It's a big deal. Probably one of the largest followings on social media in the county, if I was to guess.
Hey, Dakota.
McCurtain County Soccer Club registration opens today. Do we have information on how people can go get registered for that?
That's what I was going to say. I was actually going to.
You going to message Dakota?
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could. Yeah. Dakota, I'm going to send you a message, so you may want to check your other box. But we need some details on that.
Yes.
And if you could just send them back to me, that would be great.
Good morning, Will Rogers. Good morning.
Will Rogers? I can't talk.
All right, she's hit her limit of words for the day, chat.
No more coffee for you.
What's up, Steven? Steven Wright over there in Texas. What's up, Steven? Thanks for hanging with us. He said he will send you the info.
All right, good.
That's awesome. Thank you, Dakota. Courtney, yes, the audio is much different on that side. We've got microphones plugged in over there. This is a room mic for Facebook and YouTube. So you're right. The audio is different, but the view is different too. Like it or hate it. Tony says he's played with Dr. T a couple of times.
Really?
He's slapping the bass, man.
What do you play?
What do you play, Tony? I'm curious. All right, we got to get to this backyard grilling season. We can jump back and forth on topics here.
Okay, so backyard grilling.
Backyard grilling. Ask Laney J, what is that one upgrade her backyard needs right now?
A gazebo.
Ooh, okay. A gazebo.
But everything's in the front yard, so.
Why a gazebo?
Because those are just comfortable and great and relaxing. But if we're talking about grilling, the upgrade would maybe be a sunshade. Because we grill on the deck, and it has a cover on that. Not a cover on that side, a built-in wall on that side where the sun would come in.
Gotcha.
But we could use one on the south side for earlier times during the day. Okay. But
I love this. Courtney Butler said a smoker is what the upgrade she needs for her backyard barbecue.
Right.
I love that. Deshaun says he needs a stage for his backyard.
Okay, cool,
upgrade.
cool.
I love that. Excellent. Yeah. I'm thinking my backyard upgrade would probably be a sunshade as well. Now I purchased one of those kind that you like crank it up and it opens up, So we have a sunshade, but I've been seeing these advertisements on social media for this shade that you draw down, Whoa, Courtney Butler is Courtney P.I.?
Yeah, that's Courtney P.I. You didn't know?
I didn't realize that. My bad.
Oh.
My bad, CB.
CB. CB.
CB.
I like that.
CBs.
We're going to call you CB from now on.
She gives me the heebie-CBs.
The heebie-CBs. Courtney P.I. Okay, sorry. It's Friday. I'm happy.
That's true. It is Friday.
There's no swap shop today.
She a lie. She a daggone lie. You're in trouble.
Y'all talk about Jay, and I'm trying
trouble.
to weasel out of it. And he's like, nope, you're doing swap shop. Or
They'll
else.
blame me. They'll blame me.
It's true, they will, but it was all me.
It's all you.
all
It's
me.
always all you.
Yep.
All right. Anything else before we take this last break of the show?
No, I don't think so. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
Join us in the chat right now at KKBI FM on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. We'll be right back. Here's Ella Langley. Be her. No, be her. Best Country 106, Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning, Mr. J.
Happy Friday.
That's right.
It's Friday. It's 8:55. You know what that means. It is time for our TikTok musician spotlight of the week. We've had a very special spotlight come in this morning.
We do. Her song Jump has already released, but this Hooked won't actually be released until 2 weeks from now.
So we got a first
We
playing
have
of it right
permission
here.
to play it, yes. Yes.
Thank you, Morgan. I
That's
appreciate
right.
that. Morgan
Yes.
has joined us here in the chat on TikTok. So if you have any questions about her song, you're welcome to ask her personally. She's right there on TikTok at KKBI FM.
Yes, go find her. Check her out. Check out her music. Yeah, she's very excited about this one. I actually listened to it.
Did you?
I did, and I like it.
It's not fair. You're not supposed to listen to it before you've highlighted it, because now I feel left out.
I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry. I was like, I have to listen to this. I just, I had to put it in the computer because the music director is too lazy to
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
true. He's like, okay, you can play that one.
Yeah, but
And then
you didn't load it for us?
I know.
Thanks, dude.
Whatever.
But when I heard her voice, I was like, I need to listen to this. Honestly, I didn't listen to the entire song.
Okay.
Because I knew we were playing it today.
Right.
But I loved what I heard.
Okay.
It's different, and I like it.
Awesome.
So
I
I
like
hope
that.
chat loves it too.
I like that.
And all you people listening, it's Morgan Hawkins.
Morgan Hawkins.
Yes.
I love that. All right. Well, without further ado, then, we want to give Morgan Hawkins her playtime right here, right now. Make sure you go follow her on TikTok, because that's how she came across our show and sent us her music. And that's how you do it. We've got a pinned post at the top of our TikTok page. If you would like to send us music for radio airplay, you're welcome to audition it there. Send us an MP3 to our email. That's the most efficient way to get us music. We don't click links. We don't go to your Spotify. We're not SoundCloud searchers. So just send us your music. We'll be happy to audition it. And if the music directors say, yep, that's radio ready,
That's
then
right.
we play it. So here it is. Morgan Hawkins with her hasn't been released yet latest single. It'll be out on the 25th.
Yes.
Here's Hooked on Best Country 106 with Jay and Laney J live. Have a great day, radio. Swap Shop up next. Peace off and God bless you. Bye.
Bye.